Okay, another episode. Managing my media company directory, newsletter with AI, 45 minutes a day. So here we're gonna do a meet the agents. I'm not gonna go in depth into everyone. I'll do a video per each agent, what it does, why it does it, how it works, and show you real world use cases. This is just going through all of them. So I made an artifact with an agent, as I do, to visualize everything. Yeah, the one dog, that's the agent on the website, which is just a ChatGPT wrapper that has access to the Airtable. Okay, so we'll start off. So this is everything. So the Maestro is just like my orchestrator agent. I have a request and want to shoot it off real quick. He hands it off. If it's like something that I just want done, I don't want to think about who I needed to give it to, in Slack, Maestro, and then not only does he know who to give it to, he knows each agent and what they do and how to prompt them. So the prompt's kind of going to be cleaner than what I give it. So that helps. So like I'll make my request and then it'll reformat it and send it. So across, I'm going to share this link, so if you're watching this and you want to go through and read through this and learn, feel free. You can click around, but I'm just going to keep scrolling. This shows you how each agent is connected, who's connected to who. So I just went over the Maestro, and again, all of these are going to have full detail, like where they're reading, where they're writing, what they're connected to, what model. If there are any triggers, we're going to have that. So here are two that are little research agents. So one's looking at Instagram, pulling content from Instagram, because I find that's what like local news and directory don't get. They don't search and get stuff from social media and compile it, when that's legacy tech in my mind, because a lot isn't now on social media. So I'm taking that, curating that. Again, all of these are writing to Airtable, so we're cleaning the data first. It's not like just going to get published. So I have research agents that are going through, finding what they need. This one's going and finding events in the area, because that's a big thing. People want to know what the events are. So it's going through and then writing them into the Airtable where it's tagging. So it's matching the town that it's related to. So then we have everything in a nice wiki, so where we go through, and I'll show you an example of what I mean by that, but like we're linked. So like it's the news or the event is in Lansdale, and then you click on the event, and then you can click on the town Lansdale and then see more events in Lansdale. So these agents are going through, they're using scrapers and finding information based on the certain skills. And I have attached, I have what skills here. This is like kind of what their skills are. I haven't shown the fully written out skills. They're long. But I have those as well. Burbhound, this is like a maintenance agent. He's going through, he's looking for problems in the Airtable. He's the Airtable guy. If I need a change in the Airtable, he's making it. He's looking for businesses that are maybe closed, or events that are off or have changed, and if I want to delete anybody from the website, it would go to Burbhound, and he would go through and get it off the Airtable. So he's the manager. Then we have Burbsworth Goodletter. Thought that was hilarious. Thought I killed it with that name. Good Burbs is the name of it, so I thought that was funny. Yeah, so he's writing the newsletter. He's writing in HTML, and then I'm putting that into all HTML that like I designed beforehand, and then put it into a skill, and then put it in Beehiiv. Why that? Because Beehiiv, you can't create via MCP a newsletter unless you're on the enterprise plan, and I'm a one-man show, so I'm not on the enterprise plan. But this lets me just put everything in HTML and paste it into an HTML block, and it's all good. And the way he shows me, he runs at 6 p.m. on Sunday. sends me an HTML artifact where I review the newsletter. So this is like something that he would send me. Yeah, I would just get this sent in Slack to review. If I had any notes, I would let him know what to change. But that's the events newsletter. So yeah, that would be sent to me. We'll move on. Field agent. So the point that I've made, I matched the directory with the newsletter because I thought, like, we can take all of this information in the area and just now with AI aggregate it and display it better. So this isn't as much personal opinion for me as taking stuff like Google reviews and stuff from a website and putting it all together and showing people this event's going on, this is what people are saying, this is a restaurant right down the street from you that you probably don't know about, this is what people are saying. And then this field agent, he's writing about just little blogs, and then again he's going to the SEO agent, making sure we're optimized there, but writing little things like best of lists and cheesesteaks, and doesn't do the newsletter but does everything else. Antique shops to find. So it's just surfacing this stuff, which I find interesting. It's using FOW API to generate these images and keeping consistent on them. And then see, this is what I was talking about earlier, like the wiki. It's linking the place within here, and it's linking the town, so then you can go down your little rabbit hole. So this is the stuff, and then he has a voice where he's writing in the voice. He's pulling. We have an Airtable of Google reviews for each town, so he's pulling actual insights from Google reviews and displaying them, which I think is awesome. It's useful for me. And then Post-burb, I'm going to do something long on him, but he manages the Instagram, pulling information and events, and then writing and copying the style. And then we're finishing off with Claude Design. My last video was on SEO. Burbs SEO does the SEO, passes it on to Webber to make the actual website changes. These are sales agents. Haven't gotten there yet where we're getting sales, but that's who'll handle them. They'll change a lot. And then last thing, that's part of the SEO. Topical authority analyzer, and then Dashburbs. He just makes these artifacts. I like seeing everything in these HTML, like what we're looking at now, visual artifacts. I mean, agent that specifically makes them in the style, as you can see, works out pretty well. And then Burby, all information on the Airtable, answers questions on the site, links, backlinks to what page on the website. So if you ask, I want it, a date night spot in Doylestown, I'll give you 3 suggestions or whatever in the chat window, and they'll all be linked so you can click on it and go right to the page within the directory. And then if you want to go one more click to their website or the page in the directory, though, it'll show the the hours and the Google reviews and all of that. We have that on ours. And then down here further, just how the data is processed and stored, and rules where stuff is getting set up for me and then I'm approving. I can just show you a quick little example of that. This would be from Burbhound going through saying something. And so severity, and then if I flip it to like do it, then it'll get done. So yep, that's the run.